Hello, friends. Has your food pantry or maybe any cupboard space where you store food items become such a mess that when you try to get something out of there, other things fall out? In my case, I cannot even see the canned goods, and I also sometimes need to push this door shut. Well, today I'm going to tackle this mess in my pantry. Welcome back. Welcome if you're new here. My name is Mimi. And on this little space here on the internet, I love to share home cleaning content and hopefully be an inspiration or motivation for others as we clean our spaces together. I was just wondering how many of you still use a tablecloth over your kitchen table on a regular or daily basis. I normally only use them when we have family get-togethers, but other than that, I don't keep them on my tables daily. I think they're really cute, but I was just kind of curious I don't think you really see a whole lot of times that someone has a tablecloth on their table. Yes, so I was just wondering, do you still use a tablecloth on a daily basis over your table? So basically what I've been doing here is clearing every single thing out of this little pantry cabinet and setting it on the kitchen table so that way I'm able to see every single item, and then I will sort through it that way. And honestly, when I sort of did have a little bit of a system when I first put this wire shelf in here, because there used to be just some shelves that were hanging on the wall there. And I decided to put these wire shelves in here a few years back, just hopefully that it can make the items more accessible. And because how the shelves were attached in there, it was, I don't know, the one shelf would keep falling, and then there was an overlap in the corners on the shelves. So I put this wire shelf in here, and it seems to work better, but it just kind of got out of hand over the years just by putting things in there. When I would get groceries, I honestly think I would just stick them in any empty spot that I could find. So now that I have everything cleared out of this little food pantry, I'm going to use some Clorox wipes and give it just a little bit of a wipe down. And it really wasn't dusty or dirty or anything, but being I had everything out of there, I love to wipe things down before I put everything back in. And now I'm just going to be wiping this door down because it had something all over it. Not sure what it is, not sure how it got there, but yeah, it had something on there. So I was just wiping that off as well. So now I'm just finishing up wiping up the floor with the Clorox wipe. In here I'm wiping off these 3-tiered, they're like plastic acrylic like leveled shelves, and I use these in the pantry for our canned goods. I found these either at Target or there was a store that was near us. It's no longer there, but a few years ago, we went to this store a couple of times, and they would have like a whole section of things from Target, brand new, and they would be really extremely discounted. I'm not sure if that's where I got them or I actually got them at Target, but I do know that they are a Target brand. How do you store your canned goods? I've tried several different ways to do it over the years, and these little shelves have been a game changer for me. So now here I'm just looking at the expiration dates on all of these canned goods, and nothing was expired, surprisingly. And I'm kind of just placing them together. Like the tomato products, I will store on one of the acrylic shelves in the pantry, and then another shelf will hold the canned vegetables, and then the third shelf will hold just like the miscellaneous type things. Like I have coconut milk, sweet condensed milk, a couple cans of fruit, just things like that. I will store on one of them, on one of the shelves, the acrylic shelves that are in the pantry.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young, it has just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild, never sleep, never stop.
So now I'm just gonna look through and go through these items here that are in these two wire baskets. This is where I store the extra condiments or like things that don't belong in the refrigerator. I'll keep them in here in these two little wire baskets that I store on the shelf in the pantry.
As the afternoon, we lay awake in bed. The laughs so loud as the hours pass. We're gonna do it all again. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild, never sleep, never stop. As we shout from the top, we're gonna be, we're gonna be two hearts running wild.
So I found this bag of condiments from KFC/Long John Silver's. It was ketchup, malt vinegar, and some tartar sauce. And so I have no idea how long that has been up there, but I did toss that in the trash.
We'll never have regrets. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild, never sleep, never stop. As we shout from the top, we're gonna be.
So this pasta here expired in 2024. I wrote the expiration date on the bottom on a label. And if you have watched my kitchen island cleaned, I discuss on there how I label the product that I put into containers. And then also in that video, I discussed how I was going to move the pasta and rice over here in the pantry once I cleaned it out. Well, guess what? There is no room by the time I had cleaned out this pantry and put everything back. So I think the things will do well over there in the kitchen island for now. If you haven't checked out that video, I would love for you to check it out.
Two hearts running wild. We're gonna be. We're gonna be. Two hearts running wild.
So all of these bags here is some type of salt. My husband has them for different things that he uses. I know some of it is for curing meat. Some of the salt is for canning, pickling, whatever it is. But so I'm just trying to keep all of this in one container so that way it's easily accessible for him when he needs it, and that way it's all together. So here in this container is a bunch of condiments from like drive-through restaurants. We occasionally will go through drive-through restaurants, and I always save the extra condiment packets that we get because they're always really nice to take camping with us. But here when we're at home, we really don't need them, or we'll just forget that they're up there in the pantry. But I saved a few of them because we just recently got them. And so I decided that I would date the bottom, and so that way I would know, because if you ever paid attention to the packets, most of them don't even have an expiration date on them that I have seen. So you never really know how old they are. So yeah, I just end up keeping a few there. So now we just have this little container of candy, and the licorice there that I there was one piece left in there. It's my favorite. I think it was watermelon, but the brand is like Walby, WALLE or BE or something like that. Anyways, you can find it like in Walmart, Kroger. I think even the Dollar Tree has little bags of them. But yeah, they're so good. If you've been cleaning along with me today, what space in your home have you been working on? Or what space in your home do you plan to work on? I would love for you to leave it in the comments. These chocolate raspberry wafers, we got them at Costco, and they are delicious. And I could kick myself because I forgot to look for them the last time we were there about 3 weeks ago. But yes, if you've seen them or tried them, let me know, because they are so good. And as you can tell, I'm a little bit of a snack fanatic. And I've been really into the chocolate and raspberry flavor stuff. Our local ice cream parlor has a ice cream that the ice cream is like dark chocolate, and then it has chocolate candies, and in the middle of the chocolate candy it has like a raspberry jelly. Oh, it is delicious.
I don't know if I can find my way out. I'm stuck in a prison of doubt. In this toy and everything is growing up tight. There's no room to breathe. And nobody is watching at night. I wanna rise up. Need a friend to shake me out again. Need a friend to shake me out again. I don't know if I can find my way out.
So we normally don't have these many boxes of cereal, but we always do have this Nutri-Trail my husband eats in his yogurt, and then also some other, it's a granola mix in the little container there that you see. So I will keep those two containers, or those two different granola type things in the containers, but the cereal, we sometimes just get in the moods to get cereal, and so we'll get a box of cereal, and I will keep those in that little white storage container. So now to finish off this pantry, declutter and organize, I'm going through the things that were sitting on the floor, and these three containers here were those go down into a tote with like party supply type items, and this bucket here has my husband's utensils for his grills and some dressing or like condiment bottles that I use sometimes when we have guests over.
The water is rising over me. The water is rising. It's coming. I'm reaching out. I'm reaching out. The water is rising over me. The water is rising. I'm reaching. It's coming. I'm reaching. The water is rising over me. I'm reaching out. I'm reaching.
This tin I ordered with like 3 UPC codes off of Chuck's boxes of cereal. I love the Peanuts characters, so I just had to have that tin. It's so cute.
It's coming.
These Kit Kats here, chocolate wafer Kit Kat bars, I got those in Japan and they are so good. The chocolate is just so creamy. It's so different from a Kit Kat that we get here in the United States. Here is just an overview of what was accomplished today in my kitchen pantry. I just want to say thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I hope that I was some sort of motivation or inspiration for you to tackle a messy area in your home. And I will be back next week with another cleaning video in my kitchen. I would love for you to come back and join me. Also, if you would love to, hit the subscribe button and the notifications button so you do not miss a video. In the meantime, I hope that you have a wonderfully blessed week.